What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your boy AD, and I got my co-hosts in the building, Mike G and C-Roll. What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing good, doing good. How about you?
Doing wonderful. The Houston Texans are playing a football game on Sunday, and I'm too fucking excited. I cannot wait for the matchup that we all been talking about since the off season. CJ Stroud versus Bryce, little man, tiny man, young, on Sunday. So we about to see what's up with these two quarterbacks, this potential quarterback duel for years and years. But I'm excited to see him. We got Miss Swan, hey Swan, in the building. So shout out to Swan.
Shout out.
But yeah, man, I'm ready, man. We got a list of topics we're gonna talk about. Hey, the Spaces was live today on Twitter. Got all the topics up there on the side. You see the trade deadline talk. You know, we always that's for the last. I think trade deadline is Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Tuesday at 5 p.m. October 31st.
Excuse me, October 31st.
Yeah, Halloween. So I don't know if the Texans gonna be trickers or treaters.
How about a little bit of both?
Right, and then got the CJ versus Bryce. That debate, as always, and then of course the keys to the game: Texans versus Panthers, and of course, as always, our score predictions. Mike phoned his in last time, so we get to talk about it again, man. But what are y'all thoughts after this bye week? Refreshed, ready to go. We got 10 straight weeks of 10 or 11 straight weeks of football for the Texans.
Yes, sir. They have been let out the gates early. They was on a bye week pretty early, and now it is all go straight to the playoffs. I said straight to the playoffs. I said,
yeah, we're gonna be looking at playoffs. We're gonna be looking at 12.
Straight to the playoffs, baby. We come out of this. We come out of this bye week at 3-3, and our whole season is in front of us, man. We're in second place behind the Jags. Jags, I believe, are sitting at 5-2. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't went on a bye yet. We're sitting in second place, but we beat the first place team
by 20.
By 20 points.
On the road.
Wasn't even that close. They scored late.
So we shouldn't feel nothing, right, you fellas? We should be sitting pretty confident. Everybody's starting to get a little healthy. As soon as we say we're getting healthy, there goes Robert Woods. Right? As soon as we say something getting healthy, Robert Woods tweaks his ankle. I don't know if he was at the putt golf place, the way he was.
Hey, I don't know how you get hurt on the bye week. I don't understand.
How you get hurt on the bye week, dog?
How you get fired on your day off?
You know what I'm saying? Stealing cardboard boxes and shit. Come on, Robert Woods.
Look, here we go. We getting Hassan Ridgeway back. We think
Hassan Ridgeway.
Oh no, Sheldon Rankins hurt. Now he out.
Is Sheldon Rankins hurt too?
Yeah, he's out this
year. You gotta be kidding me.
Is he ruled out?
Yeah, he's out. They ruled him out.
Give and take like that. Wow.
It's I think the 3 outs. I need to check it real quick. I think the 3 outs.
Man.
Who are they?
That is crucial.
Yeah, I know for sure that
Ridgeway is back. Rankins is out.
Yeah, I think Rankins is out. I know that Robert Woods is out. Wow. And I'm trying to think it's the third person that's already ruled out. Yeah, it's Brevin Jordan is the other one that's ruled out.
Oh.
Wow, I liked what he was doing. So we're not healthy coming out of the bye week.
Not as healthy, but I mean those are kind of like role players, if you may if you say.
Yeah.
I do think.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah,
I mean, outside of Sheldon.
Yeah, but I do think you get a boost because we get more playing time from Khalil Davis, and Hassan Ridgeway is back, so we get to see him play.
Right.
You know,
we're going to be going. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're going to go up against an offensive line who's not very good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Carolina's O line is pretty peachy. I think this is one of them games that Will Anderson should maybe have like a breakout performance this week. He's going to be going against Ekwonu, and so I think he could break out this week if he's matched up against the rookie or the second year left tackle or right tackle who might be having a little bit of struggle blocking guys. Um, I think the biggest deal in this game is the idea of two friends who grew up knowing each other, playing basketball against each other, grew up in the same area, played football against each other, went to 7-on-7 tournaments against each other, got
Mm-hmm.
went to colleges and got recruited together, and then went to the draft and both got drafted together, number one and number two, and that's Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. I think that is an amazing relationship. That's an amazing story that those two guys built up and hopefully will grow into the NFL careers. And I hope it starts out with a win for CJ over Bryce Young.
Yeah, but before we jump into CJ beating the shit out of Bryce on Sunday,
Yep.
let's talk about this trade deadline. And on Tuesday, are there? I know that friend of the pod Patrick Stone this said in the space this week that the Texans do have a trade lined up, and whoever the set players is. If it all comes together, whoever the set player is that we're trading for, they have a contract extension ready to go for that player as well. So that should tell you a lot. As far as like this player is gonna be, if they do make this trade, it's gonna be a big name player that's getting an extension.
Oh wow!
Um,
So we're getting
so
Justin Jefferson.
we wish, but no, man, it's gonna be an exciting finish. But I said on the space earlier, don't expect any moves until Monday,
Mm-hmm.
possibly Tuesday morning. But you're not gonna get. I don't think it's gonna be no last minute deadline deal, kind of like baseball where they do stuff at the very last second. I don't think it's gonna be like that because you
There's
had too
usually
much
like
time.
one of those. There's
Yeah.
usually one that falls through at the last minute, and then we find out after what it was.
Mhm.
Not saying with the Texans, just league wide.
I think that everybody is anticipating them to make a move
Mm-hmm.
for a defensive
D
for a
tackle.
defensive tackle, but I don't know, man. I think it may be a secondary piece, to be honest. I think it may be a second corner that Derek Stingley ain't living up to the snuff. So do they make a trade for a secondary piece like that?
Do y'all think that Nick Cassera is kind of having to make these moves to prove that he's going all in with this team?
No, I think that's just in his nature.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a trade happy GM from day one.
Amen. Amen.
And some of them haven't worked out, but some of them
We
have. I mean,
understand.
Blake Cashman's been balling out.
Hey, now
Because
see, they don't
fools
want to talk
looking to
about that.
trade,
We got him for peanuts.
right? There's a lot of guys that me personally I think I would like to get. Who would you like for the Texans to pick up?
Me, I mean, I've always said a player for player.
Mm.
I think that is kind of ironic. Sheldon Rankins is hurt, but I was saying putting Sheldon Rankins on the block and see if you can trade him for another defensive tackle.
Mm.
Player like a DJ Reader who's bringing in what? How much is his contract this year? Like 14 million, 13 million
14,
dollars this
yeah,
year.
something like that.
You do a trade, a player for player trade, add a pick in. See if Cincinnati can eat maybe another million or two. If it's more, I mean, even without them eating any money, it fits into the cap space as far as the what we have left over. So but I mean, Cincinnati has to be willing to make that move.
Right.
How much do they value DJ Reader? I know he's an important part. We all think he's an important part, but
They
do
can't
they?
pay everybody.
Yeah, they can't pay everybody. Do they try to get something for DJ Reader? We attach a fourth round pick or something like that along with Sheldon Rankins to get DJ Reader in or something like that. I mean, that's just something I'm just throwing out there.
Sure,
But that's the type of player I would want.
sure.
Same thing player for player, receiver wise. Noah Brown, Robert
Only, only
Wood.
thing, only thing, player for player at this time of the season, most of these teams that are trading these players are trying to remove the cap. They're trying to reduce that, and they're trying to gain draft assets, right?
Right.
They're trying to gain assets for the new year. So, what would it? Why would it benefit them to take on getting rid of a $14 million contract, taking on a $10 million contract for
Because they don't have to carry that cap hold of
next
next
year?
year.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it's usually either a guy who's really unhappy with his role, a guy who's got a contract extension coming up and they don't want to pay him, or it's a team that's, kind of in rebuilding mode and on the, you know, heading in the wrong direction, like the Titans. But
Yeah,
got to
definitely.
get that check.
Titans,
Yeah,
man, they tanking, boy.
yeah.
They
Are they going to trade
perfecting that
Derrick
tank
Henry?
too.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
they
it's gonna
do.
come. It's coming.
If they trade Derrick Henry, we need to call around for the rest of the guys.
I mean, it's
I,
funny, but shit, but it all depends because
see,
right now I think I saw that it was a report came out that Derrick Henry's trade market is ice cold.
oh, wow,
That nobody wants to trade for an older running back. You know,
all the miles on them. My
yeah,
my thoughts about the trade deadline,
ain't got
guys.
nothing.
I have two of them from the Titans. I would love to pick up. Not sure if they do in division trades, but we just seen that Robert Woods got hurt. We need some help at the wide receiver. I'm not sure if we can afford some of the bigger names, T. Higgins and all these other guys. Somebody like a DeAndre Hopkins, whose whose salary will be paid by the Titans, who we can get for like a million 7.
Ain't fucking say D Hop is watched.
Yeah, they don't know football. They too much D Hopkins watch.
I
He's
mean, he's not. Let me when they say
he's never been a burner. He's
no, but
never
No,
it's
been a
not even.
burner.
It's
He's a
not
he's
even
possession
that.
past his
receiver.
prime, but he can still
Yeah,
be
it's not. It's
very
not that. It's
efficient.
not about a burner or anything like that. I think he can still be a productive receiver, but to think that D Hop can still be that 1,500, 1,600 yard wide
But you
receiver.
don't need that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I
Not in
know.
this offense. You don't need that in this offense. And in this offense, he could be an Ayuk, right? He can be a possession type guy. He can run his little routes, come across the middle. He can come down, come across on some of those crossing routes. And he's a possession receiver. He's gonna stop and get you your first down every time, you know.
He was
And
saying he would go from Terrence Marshall from the Panthers, but Terrence Marshall is almost like the
Terrence
same group of
Marshall,
what you already got.
he ain't never done nothing that he's watched.
He's a burner though.
And he's not really a
Not
burner either.
really.
He's
Not
not
really.
fast. I wanted Terrence Marshall out of LSU. I
Yeah, when
thought
he's
he was
coming
a
out.
good.
Yeah.
He's something like this DeAndre Hopkins. He's a possession type, slower, good
Hmm.
hands, jump up and go get the ball type of guy.
I swear I thought he ran like a 4.3 in the 40 at the LSU Pro Day. Maybe
Nah,
I'm
he's like
tripping.
I
What
think
other
You
running
must be
backs
thinking
out
of
there
somebody
besides
else.
Henry?
There really ain't that many running backs.
Well,
Ain't
see,
no other
now
good
there's
running backs
another
out there.
guy. Michael, what you think about this name?
Oh,
Cordero
shout!
Patterson.
But hold on
Cordero Patterson.
before we
Mike.
move on and talk about Kadera, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon for
For
joining
like a
in, man.
sixth, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brandon for joining in on the pod. Murray saying
Who's
they
that?
What's
just
up,
Oh,
didn't
that's
Brandon?
develop.
Brandon.
Brandon, yeah, Murray is
What's up,
just saying.
Brandon?
What's up, C?
What's
What's
up?
good, baby?
Murray talking about they just didn't develop them. I mean, I that's to that point. They really ain't done much in Carolina. Offensively for the last few years, so that could be something. And then, King Flock is talking about Dalvin Cook. Eh, yeah. I don't know
Hold
about
up.
Dalvin,
I
man.
got a running back.
Hmm.
I mean, would you say no? It was sixth and a seventh for Miles Sanders.
He don't just spark my head. He don't.
He's not
Y'all,
Brees Hall, obviously, but I think
yeah,
Carolina's not using him right.
right.
Does he
And
fit in the system though, or is he just like another Singletary?
It seems
no,
like
he's better than
Singletary.
Singletary.
That's what he seems like to me, a Singletary.
No,
Mhm.
he's no. Did you watch Philly last year?
Yeah, I guess I didn't pay much attention to him.
He was what, the fifth leading rusher?
Mm. But
Now
see,
Philly did have a great O line, but still.
if I had a choice and we had money, it would be Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but that's something we do in the off season though, because
Right,
they
he's
the
not
Yeah,
Raiders,
even.
true.
yeah, the
So
Raiders
that's
got
why I
hurt.
said Cordell Patterson, because we've already got Pierce and we've already got Singleton. You don't want to just replace them all the way, where you can put Cordell Patterson get some run at running back.
Mm-hmm.
He also can get some run at receiver. He also can be your punt and your kickoff returner. And that way you avoid sticking Tank Dell in dangerous situations.
Would he be our poor man's Debo?
Say that again.
Poor man's Debo?
I tried to tell boys that. That's exactly who he is. He was there for Atlanta for the past 2 years. I mean, he would get 100 some yards rushing, and then he'd get 100 some yards pass receiving. I think he would be
Hey,
perfect 1 year rental.
what about Zach Ertz is out there, man? They haven't been playing Zach Ertz.
I
No,
pass on
no
Zach
AD.
Ertz.
Well, he just got placed on IR. He's out at
Oh,
least
he
four
did. I didn't
games.
know. Okay,
I got a lot of
gotcha.
him in best ball as like a round 20 pick. So, if
Mm.
he's gonna do something here, I'm okay with that. But I mean, he'd just be a tight end too. Like he's not
So
medical adults, I don't think, at his
yeah,
age.
right now, if you've been watching the last few games, they've been playing Beck as tight end too. In
Mm.
Yeah,
dual
I
and
kind of
tight end
noticed
two
that.
tight end sets. Yeah,
Mhm.
they've been using Beck a lot, and that's why I don't think the Brevin Jordan not playing this week isn't really hurting the Texans that much. I mean, Brevin Jordan has 2 catches the last 2 games, like a 1 catch apiece. So he hasn't really been doing much of anything. Um, they've been using a lot of him, and Tegan Quatoriano only gets on the field in goal line, red zone area type plays. You don't really see him, middle of the field or anything like that, or beginning of a drive. So that's something to keep an eye on. Do they make a trade for a tight end? You know, could be shocked to see if they make a trade for a big name tight end. We never know. That'll kill all of everybody's Brock Bowers dreams, though. But we digress. Um,
I don't
in
think there's a
any,
big name tight end out there though.
let's look at the teams
Kyle
that are.
Pitts. Could you
Yeah,
imagine that?
hey,
Wow.
woo, you talking about Debo?
Kyle Pitts for a third. Who says
Mm.
no?
They probably would give him away because they've been riding
Yeah,
Geno
I'm on
Smith.
board with it. I'm completely on board with Kyle Pitts. I brought that up about 2-3 weeks ago.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Another
That
big name. What about Leonard Williams on the defensive tackle spot? Ad.
how much is his contract? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
a
it said
player for
it's a
player?
big hit this year. I don't know how
Is
much it
it?
is.
Is if it? I like it. We can go back to what I was just saying, player for player. Do they take a Sheldon Rankins in return for Leonard Williams?
Yeah,
No,
you don't think so?
I don't know why they would take somebody.
I mean,
The
and
Giants.
some additional draft capital, but
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of talk come
Mm.
Monday. We probably need to have a space, a trade deadline primer space for the trades to come in. But it's a big topic, man. But not bigger than CJ versus Bryce. Um,
DJ versus Bryce.
this has been anticipated. I think that the fact that Carolina is on 6 has kind of weakened
mhm.
the matchup. But my God, if they were like 2-4 or 3-3 like us, this matchup would be prime time television. It'd be on everybody's television screen, but you know, Carolina's lackluster and we on the up and coming. So I'm excited, man. I think CJ gonna put a stamp on it because everywhere CJ, every step along the way, even though they're very good friends, CJ has always been number 2. when they were in high school, CJ was the number 2 quarterback, Bryce was number 1. When they got to college, everybody considered Bryce the better quarterback, generational, better than CJ, everything like that. And here we go to NFL. Bryce drafted number 1, CJ drafted number 2. Think CJ got a little chip on his shoulder. We all know CJ is that dude. I think he takes it out on Bryce and proves. I'm expecting over 300 yards passing from CJ this game. What are y'all thoughts? Mike, Chris?
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Bryce has been disappointing up to this point. A lot of it's been the team itself. The offense has been run pretty poorly. Obviously, they now have the OC Thomas Brown taking over play calling duties. Some people are saying that he took over play calling duties a couple of weeks ago, and they're just now reporting on it. For Panthers fans, I hope that's not true because he hasn't seen any progress.
They trying to set the black man up, Mike.
Like, obviously, it's no secret. I'm a fan of Bryce, and Jonathan Mingo. They have not clicked the way that people expected. Like, I remember when I did my season predictions for the season, I had this being the best game on the schedule, and I was going to be wrong about that. The Panthers 0-6. Why are we only 3-point favorites? Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, it's because we're the road team, so they're going to give the home team a slight edge anyway.
I think it's 3 points. Yeah,
people aren't watching us, man. What we did to Jacksonville, what we did to Pittsburgh, what we did to New Orleans. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this game. I think it will be a pretty good quarterback matchup. Because our defense is coming along, but there's still some weaknesses back there. I think it will be a competitive game. Obviously, I'll be there, so I'm looking forward.
Hey, Mike, I need you to go ahead and shout us out. Because I know you're gonna be on the field. Tell Bryce fuck him and his short ass. But nah, man. Now shout out Mike, gonna be out there representing H-Town Rundown in Carolina at the Carolina Panthers game. So it's gonna be a good game. I think the weather's gonna be good too, right?
What's that?
Is the weather gonna be good too, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Those cool beans.
Everybody, also, man, on Sunday, shout out H-Town Rundown will be live again. Live streaming that game with me and Vader. So y'all go ahead and may have some surprise people pop up in there too. So y'all go ahead and see what's up. What's the okie doke game? Ooh, what you mean the okie doke? I know it's a trap game. I know this game is a trap game for the Houston Texans. But I don't know about an okie doke game. But yeah, man. I do think this game could be a potential trap game for the Houston Texans. It is kind of set up that way. We supposed to be. Everything is lined up. They losing defensive players. Burns look like he's gonna be out. They lost another safety. Chin is already on IR. They, I think, what's his name? The corner. What's the corner? Is it Horn?
Yeah,
JC Horn.
JC Horn is out. I mean, they got multiple injuries. Offensively, they've been struggling. It's right there for us to take. We're getting healthy. All for us to come out there and lay egg. And I don't think it's happening, but it's for damn sure a trap game for us, kind of overlooking because we do play the Buccaneers the following week.
No, not with D'Amico. If we had made a trade for that bum coach Sean Payton, I might agree with you. But no, not with D'Amico.
I think this team's a little bit too bad to be a trap game with D'Amico. I'm on your side, Michael.
Hey, we said
but you never know. It's the NFL.
Minnesota been looking trash the whole season and came in and beat the brakes. Oh, not the brakes, but they beat the hell out of the 49ers, man. That game, the score was close, but that game wasn't as close as that score.
And in prime time, too. Kirk Cousins in prime time. That was a little bit surprising.
Raphael say, y'all confirming a Texan loss. I just pray coach and the whole team is thinking different from you all. Nah, work, work, work. Nothing is given. I pray for more than 150 from CJ, but we win. Nah, man, ain't nobody praying on the Texans losing. We ain't even got to the predictions yet. But now we just saying this is a shows the potential for it to be a trap game. It
Well,
always happens like this.
I think AD, to back you up on the trap game narrative. Um, what people need to understand is this is going to be one of the first times that the Texans are favored to win. And with
Mm-hmm.
all that confidence that we've gained over this 3-3 record, we're going to be going into this game believing that we should win this game. And so you tend to kind of look forward to the next week. And there's one key to the game that I think that's going to be a little bit different. I don't know. I remember last year we watched Kenyon Green struggle like 5 to 7 weeks in a row and get some tremendous defensive tackles. This year, not so much. We really haven't faced very many of them. But I think this week we run up against, is it Derek Brown?
Derek Brown, yeah.
We run up against Derek Brown from the Panthers, and he could provide one of the first defensive tackle formidable guys that can really punish us on the interior. So does Patterson get a true challenge? Does he get pushed around on the inside? Can he handle himself? Also, on top of that, I'm not sure. This is a good question for the group. Are we moving? Are we moving Howard out to right tackle and
Well,
placing Josh at left guard, or is Howard staying
this
fit?
I'm not sure because in practice they said that Titus was playing at guard with the
Okay,
ones, but it could all be a surprise come
sure.
Sunday, and they have
I heard it
Titus
was set
playing
like
tackle.
that for now. I mean, I'm a little
But
disappointed. I would like to see Titus out at
this
right tackle.
right this would have been the opportunity to move him because you had 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
two
right?
weeks to do it. I do want to shout out Swan. Swan said, "How's it's a trap game? We haven't arrived yet to have trap games. It's a trap game in the sense that, like Chris said, overconfidence in
Yeah,
ourselves because you look at their record,
right.
and their record may deceive you on and make you feel like we got this because who we beat, how we played, been in every game. Technically we should be like 4-2. You know,
I mean, a little
really
bit like
five
the
and
Atlanta
five and
game.
one.
A little bit like the
Right. It's
Atlanta game when you're looking forward to New Orleans.
Yeah.
right. It's like the Texas game against Houston.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm. That's a perfect analogy.
that's a perfect example.
Hey, the
Oh,
Texas Longhorns was supposed to beat the brakes off of University of Houston. Houston didn't stand a chance, and then the refs saved them. The
the
refs
rest.
saved them because I swear that boy was on the 8-yard line, and they put that ball on the 10, man.
Yeah, I hope we got the refs this week. Save us. But I think matching up head for head, I think we can handle these guys. Like you said, they're missing cornerbacks. They're missing their tremendous edge rusher. It
I
puts
agree.
them, kind of puts them behind the 8 ball. Swan's somewhat right in the fact that we haven't arrived yet to have
A
a
trap
trap,
game.
yeah, trap game. But at the same time, it's not about arrival. It's about your confidence. It's about overlooking an opponent. And maybe if any opponent to overlook, it would be the Panthers.
King
Mike,
Flacco say Mike G out of pay out the rest this week.
Hey, I did notice something. I was looking at their injury report. They may have Kamu out there starting as well.
what?
Amu Gruja
I'm a
here.
bruiser here. Oh my
Shut
goodness.
up, man. He
Well,
is their starter. He's their starter on the depth chart.
No, but Luvu is questionable. So if he's out, I think Kamu is going to be starting in his place.
Well, I'm looking at their depth chart right now. They have Kamu and Luvu starting as they two linebackers. They're two inside linebackers.
Oh, Kamu's already starting?
Yeah, Kamu's already starting. Deion Jones is backing him up, but they already have Kamu starting with Luvu. So if you may see like Deion Jones and Kamu Gruja Hill. I didn't know Justin Houston is still playing football.
Yeah, at 47, he's still coming off the edge there.
Then they got Xavier Woods at playing safety. I thought he was a wrestler.
WWE.
I thought he was a wrestler. I'm looking at they got Von Bell. Von Bell got to be 85 years old because he was with the Saints on their Super Bowl team or something, wasn't he?
Hey, do y'all remember
He's
the
28.
He's that young?
Yeah, but he is out though.
Oh, he out too.
Mm-hmm.
who was that?
Von
Von
Bell.
Bell.
Von Miller?
No,
Von
Von
Bell.
Bell from the
Von
Bengals.
Bell? Oh, okay. Von Bell.
Man, I
No,
just seen that dude get blocked, man. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. I just seen they just blocked goddamn Victor Wembanyama.
oh shit.
Oh,
But yeah, no, y'all continue. Hold on.
My question is, do y'all remember at the beginning of the year during the draft how they were praising Carolina and downing the Texans when the draft came? They was saying, uh,
How that was a
right.
better landing spot, and
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Like he had a better landing spot. What a great situation he was going into.
mhm.
And look at this dream team of a coaching staff that the Carolina Panthers have assembled. They have all these great coaches
I
and
agree.
and, and they're the first team to give up offensive coordinator play calling responsibilities. They were the first team. So from if fans don't know,
Frank
what is
Reich.
the head coach's name?
Frank Reich.
Yeah, Frank
Frank
Reich.
Wright. Mhm.
He's given up the responsibilities of calling plays and already gave it to Coach Thomas. So they're gonna have a new offensive coordinator calling plays this week. So
don't they
that could
got
be
over
tricky. That
Josh
could be
McCown
tricky
over
for
there?
us too, huh?
Yeah,
Don't they
they
got
Josh
Josh McCown
McCown.
over there?
Yeah, he's the
They got
quarterback
Josh
coach.
McCown over there.
The
They've got
quarterback coach.
they've got the old Denver DC over there,
Evero. Yep.
Evero. They've got Callahan, or was that his name? The old Detroit Lions head coach.
Yep.
Mm.
So they got a Mike. They got a plethora of
That's
good
right.
coaches. You know.
They do.
Hey, the one thing that Denver and damn Carolina has proven, you can have the most experienced all-star cast of coaches.
Mm,
That don't mean nothing
don't
if you
mean
ain't got the
a
players behind it. And it kind of shows that it kind of to me, it kind of shows that for Sean Payton, that Drew Brees made Sean Payton,
mm,
and for Frank
Mhm.
Wright, Andrew Luck made Frank Wright.
mm.
Because ever since anything after Andrew Luck, Frank Wright has looked not great as a coach.
I never
But
liked Frank Reich as a coach.
No, I didn't either.
He's just real conservative.
I don't know why
but
he got so much hype like that, man.
Like
and because he's a
yeah.
former player, People know the name from the Buffalo Bills and that Houston Oilers. But Raphael got a good point. He was like Bryce is playing good ball. Remember Ritter, week by week playoff mentality. Win. I think he meant win or go home. Overlooking nothing. I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think, and Swan said it earlier too. I don't believe that D'Amico's gonna let them come out flat, and he's not gonna allow this team to make it a trap game or overlook the Panthers. But at the end of the day, we all human beings. We all have see what's going on, and we all have feel some type of way. Sometimes let it get in. But sometimes you gotta think about it and move on. But Jules is finally joined the party. Jules, how you doing, brother? Are you there, Jules? We
There you
just
go.
got we just got emoji Jules. All right. But now moving on, man. What do y'all think about the keys to this game? Um, we all think the Texans have the advantage, but what certain keys are y'all looking for?
The keys to the game for me, like I said, offensively, can we run the ball?
Mm-hmm.
How much can we actually run the ball further than 17 yards? I want I want to see a long run, man, a real NFL damn run. Up the sideline, up the middle, break, shake free, scoop for a touchdown. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's. I don't care who it is. Um, I also want to see the connection with Tank Dell and Stroud connect back together again. Even though Woods became the go-to guy, the first down saver, the sure-handed guy, I want to see the connection with Tank Dell be explosive as it was right before he left. Um, Defensively, I would like to see our defense this week smother every wide receiver that's out there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
completely smother these guys
You talking about smother them like some pork chops and gravy?
like gravy on pork
Oh,
chops sitting in the skillet with the onions and bubbling, and well, you don't see nothing but the gravy. I want them to be the gravy, man. I want them to be gravy all over them chops, man. Pause. I want them to be. I want them. I want them to. I mean, literally give Bryce Young nowhere to throw the ball, and then on top of that, I need to see Will Anderson
Mm.
get him some sacks, get him some tackle for losses, and shake that monkey off his back. So me and the other Texas fans can leave him the fuck alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pulling for Will Anderson to shake the monkey, get him a couple sacks this week. He's going against a subpar offensive line, and I love to see that happen.
Mike G, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously want to see the progress from Will Anderson. He's getting the pressures. Everybody talks about the stats with his pressures, but the sacks haven't mounted yet. I want to see Grenard make some plays back there. You know,
Yeah.
the biggest weakness along that Panthers O line has been on the interior. So I want to obviously won't have Sheldon Rankins, but can Ridgeway make a play? Can Malik Collins pull another spin move and make a play? Like,
Ben Master Malik.
Hey, the spin master.
obviously our linebackers are doing well. I would say we need to try to contain the deep ball with DJ Shark. Um, and prevent Adam Thielen from having 13 catches because he's been kind of slicing and dicing defenses.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bryce is going to have a good game. Like I'm not saying he's going to torch us or anything, but I think just the level of competition between him and Stroud, kind of brings the best out of both of them. But our offense, I think we shouldn't have any issue with that defense as long as we're prepared. D'Amico has them ready. I think Nico Collins and Tank Dell will be able to pick apart that defense.
Mm.
Yeah. Brandon, what you got? Can't hear you on mute, brother. You on mute.
my bad, my bad. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Really on offense, I think I want to see us get a little bit more consistency driving down the field, holding those long drives. Kind of CJ going back to his pick 'em apart type style. Sit back there, do little short routes, just get some completions. I would like to see his completion percentage go up. You know what I mean? He's down at the bottom of the league. Not that that's a big deal, but we need to get that up a little bit. Also, of course, the running game. Let's see how many carries Singletary gets. I'm thinking he's going to get about 18. Um,
It's a high number.
18 carries. We need to hit over 100 yards, man. Come on, we got to get over. One of our runners need to get over 100 yards. It'd be nice to get 200 yards rushing for the whole game. Defense, we need some turnovers, man. We've been slacking in that department as far as turnovers. We need to create more turnovers. And
We've
again,
gotten one we've gotten a turnover every game. So
I think our turnover margin is pretty good. So of course, that's because our quarterback doesn't throw picks. But yeah, we do decent. But again, just being consistent, getting off the field on third down, similar to the offense staying on the field at third down, and we'll pull out the dub.
Yeah, man.
Jules, is Jules there? This is about the second time calling. Jules, are you there? Yeah, all right.
Jules.
Jules. All right. William Anderson Jr.
William.
William Anderson Jr. I'm not even gonna call you Will. You're gonna be William until from now on.
Should we call him Bill?
No, I ain't even gonna call him Bill because Clinton made it cool. I'm gonna call him William. Mama named him William. Daddy named William. William, brother, I need you to show up and show out. This is your opportunity to make your presence known and to actually show the worth of that number 3 overall pick. I've been talking about it. My expectation, this is my expectation. This is the expectation of AD. My expectation has always been you coming in as a generational prospect, leading the SEC in sacks, doing this, and that, leading the NCAA in sacks. You know, all these stats, and oh, he's a monster. Oh, ain't nobody like him, and this, and that. Brother, I need you to show up on the film. I understand almost getting there, almost this and that, almost making the play. I'm tired of fucking almost.
Get there.
Almost don't fucking get me nothing. Almost don't get you paid, first of all. So your ass can be an almost ass nigga, but you ain't getting paid. So I need you to go ahead and show up and show out. But you know, William Anderson Jr. is one of the biggest keys to this game. Take advantage of that weak Carolina offensive line that we talked about. Also, Henry Toa Hank. Brother, I need you to figure out what you got to do in coverage. Because when they put your ass in space, you look like you are in space. So I need you to figure it out, sir. And I need y'all to be, you know, look, I need y'all, when y'all sack Bryce Young, I need y'all to say roll tide. Just say just roll tide. I don't know what the roll tide celebration is, but I need y'all to do a roll tide celebration when y'all say Bryce. But Toa, yeah, brother, I need you to figure it out in coverage. They're starting you over Christian Harris. Need you to come through, brother. Need you to show up. Need not look lost in coverage. You make some plays in the run game from time to time, but I need you to go ahead and not look like a dead in headlights when it comes to coverage, brother. And they will take advantage of you because they will be throwing those short routes with Thielen, like you said, Mike, with 13 catches a game.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Chark, you know, all these little weapons that they have, they're going to Hayden Hurst, I think, is the tight end they have. They're going to, Mingo, they're going to dink and dunk. Bryce isn't he doesn't have I hate to say it, he doesn't have the arm talent that CJ does at this moment.
Right.
As far as getting the ball down the field, especially with that porous offensive line. So they're real at this moment. They're real dink and dunk. So Toa is gonna be a lot of shit in front of your face. What are you gonna do to make a play? And Brandon was talking about turnovers. Toa needs an interception. How about that? Give me an interception, Toa, and take pick six the motherfucker to the house. Let's make something happen. But yeah, those are my keys to the game. It's on the defensive side of the ball, man. I'm not even concerned on the offensive side. That I don't even think to me it's self-explanatory. Bobby Sloyd, CJ Stroud, Tank Dell is playing this game. Nico Collins, I mean, yeah, we want some out the running game, but we're gonna get a bye. I just feel like it's gonna be kind of the same 80 yards or something, 80 to 100 yards rushing. Status quo. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and we losing Chris, so we need to go ahead and move on to the score predictions. Let's move on, man.
Chris, who you got? What's the score look like, Chris?
Yeah,
I got.
Let's get some music, man.
Y'all hear music in the back?
There you go.
Yeah, I got the Texans, man. I got the Texans winning this one in somewhat of a blowout. I say the Texans going to put up 34 points. 34 points. And I think the Carolina Panthers will put up 22 points. 22 points. There'll be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burger alarm starts ringing. I say that to say I think we're going to protect CJ Stroud, and I think he's just going to sit back and pick apart that defense without that secondary they got back there.
So Chris,
Tank Dell has a big day. Stroud throws for 330 yards.
And what you say? What you say your score is? Texans 34, Panthers
30,
what?
34-22.
Okay.
34-22.
Mike G, what you got?
Yeah, I should have gone first, so it doesn't look like I'm almost copying you. But
Yeah, you copying me, man. Don't be copying me, man.
It's not the same, but the margin's very close.
Very similar.
I do have the Texans kind of cruising. I think it's going to be close in the first half. Then we're going to kind of run away with the second half. Maybe the Panthers get like a garbage time touchdown to try to make it look better. But Texans get the dub 31-20.
31-20. Yeah.
That's the score there, boy. That's 11-point game. Y'all being very generous to these Panthers, brother. I'm telling you, y'all being very, very generous to these Panthers. Brandon, what
was the score against the Dolphins?
42-20?
21, I think.
They'll pick up a garbage time touchdown.
Brandon, what you got, Brandon?
I'm going with the complete blowout. I got a complete blowout, AD. I got them 34. I think the defense shows out, too. They limit Bryce. They know what's up. 34. 17. I'm going to do 17 again. I like that 17.
Okay.
Hey, can I change mine?
Brandon got the Texans 34-17. Raphael got the Texans winning 24-13. But what you got? What's your amendment, Chris?
I would like to amend mine approximation, declaration, emancipation. I would like to amend mine. I'm going to go all the way, man. 42-22.
There we go.
42. I think we put up a 40-piece on them. Now that I think about it, no burns on the field. We don't have a burns. Every so often we have a blowout. I remember when Deshaun was here, we put up, what was it, 50 or 60 points on the Titans?
Yeah. I think it was 59. We were actually underdogs in that game.
Right.
I remember
it was his rookie year.
Down to 17 or something. Right. That was the only game where we had everybody healthy. We had Watson, we had Fuller, we had Clowney and Watt. They were all together.
Yes.
It was the only game where we actually met our potential that year.
Yeah, I think if they try to stay close to Tank Dell and he gets loose, I think it's going to be a big day.
Jules don't have a score prediction. He just said Singletary gonna get 150 yards rushing.
Well, he only needs 1,100 to get to that 1,200 mark.
Look, y'all being generous, man. To these Panthers, man. Telling you right now. The Houston Texans, man, are going to beat these damn Panthers 38-10.
38-10.
4 touchdown.
4 touchdown.
4 touchdown win. CJ is going to throw for about 325 yards. He's going to throw for 3 touchdowns. I think Damian Pierce gets in the end zone one time. And I think it's going to be a turnover touchdown as well on the defensive side of the football. So I think that's where we get our 4 touchdowns. The Kaimi Fairbairn coming through, man.
Yeah, they talked about converting in the red zone. Coaches, the quarterback, Stroud and Bobby Sloak, they all talked about focusing on converting field goals into touchdowns. And so I think that's going to be a big thing for us, getting in the red zone and making sure we get 7 points instead of 3. And that's why I think we're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah. I think that we're going to capitalize on turnovers from Bryce. I think there's going to be like a fumble. So I think there's going to be a fumble by Bryce. I think there's going to be an interception by Bryce. I think Bryce has a little bad game, man.
Yeah.
So, but you know what?
I will predict that Will Anderson gets a sack on Bryce.
Will Anderson.
That's all I need, man.
That's it, baby.
That's all I need.
Just one.
Just I just need you to just shit on Bryce one good time. Will you say you couldn't hit him in practice? It's your first opportunity to hit Bryce Young. What are you gonna do, sir?
Punish him, man. Punish him.
Let's see, man. Houston, Texas. We all predicting. Everybody was on our ass early in the podcast talking about y'all setting us up, talking about a trap game.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. We all predicting the Texans to beat the shit out the Panthers. Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we expecting. We expect the Houston Texans to beat the shit out the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. And take their record to 4-3. You know, all I want to do is see that CJ do that left, right. See you do it. That's all I want to see, that little dance.
I would like to. Yeah, and if the podcast lady from the Carolina Panthers would love to come on our show, Sheena Quick.
Sheena Quick, boy.
Come on this show. We got number of respect for you, young lady.
Her name?
Nothing but respect.
Her name is it, boy. Sheena Quick. Sheena make you.
Sheena take a long time. Sheena long time. Oh, Sheena Quick. Come on,
man. No,
I see the flat iron, baby. I see it. It looks nice.
Hey,
it looks good, girl. Come on here and talk about this loss that we're gonna give y'all. I remember she had a very funny thread with her and Noah going back and forth. It was freaking hilarious, man, for a long time. I don't know if they got back cool, but it was like at least 300-400 people deep on that thread. It was hilarious. But anytime you want to come, please come on, jump on here. We love to talk to you about y'all loss. And that's what it is, man. The thing is, Texas fans, when we beat these Carolina Panthers this week, it's going to open up the avenue to talk a little more shit. You're going to be able to talk a little more. You're going to be able to walk around and be a little bit more proud than you was this week with your team. You really can't talk that much shit because you're only 3-3. We get to 4-3. It opens up the door a little bit, and then we move forward. The more and more we win, the more confident this city gonna be, man.
Hey, striving for greatness, man.
That's it.
Texas Swarm.
Yeah, shout out to your boy, head coach for the Astros, the manager for the Astros, Dusty Baker, who retired. Who retired the other day, man. Shout out to him. Thank you for all them great years in this dynasty that you gave us. Good deal, man. Relax with your family, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Dusty Baker, Houston Astros. Look like we ain't missing nothing in this World Series anyway. But you know, hey, she definitely right. Yeah, you right, Mary. Yeah. Yeah, Lord. But nah, man. Hey, I just want to shout out everybody. Thank everybody for watching. I do want to say this before we get off of here, man. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on the verge of 300 subscribers, man. Go ahead and help us out and make this goal. Get your cousin, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your auntie. You know them old people got their YouTube account. They don't even know they had a YouTube account. Go ahead and subscribe to the H-Town Rundown, man. And go ahead and build us up, man. We growing and growing, and we continue to do everything for the people, man. We appreciate everybody coming on and joining us on today. I want to shout out my co-host, Mike G, C. Royal, and special guest Brandon in the building. And of course, we had Emoji Jules come in for like 20 seconds and show us his emoji. Shout out to Jules as well. All our handles are there at the bottom on that timeline, man. And of course, man, we thank y'all. We'll see y'all on another episode of the H-Town Rundown. Peace, man.
H-Town till I lay down.